Hello everybody, welcome. I thought I'd just give a little quick update on the weekend's action from a Newcastle's fans' perspective, and I think it was a really strong performance from Newcastle. It was dominant from start to finish. Starting from the back, it was a really strong defensive showing. Pope didn't even have a shot on target to save, so not much can be said about him. I think it was interesting that Burn was selected in front of Botman, but Howe has done this before. He likes to do it with Bruno Mars, sometimes likes leaving his team to settle a little bit first, his new signings. In a midfield perspective, Bruno Mars for me was man of the match, just dictated the entire midfield and was really a class apart. Slightly deeper position with Shelby being injured though. But on another day could have had a couple of assists. He played some lovely through balls into Almiron and St Maximin at times. Then in front of him, Joel Linton, what an absolute performance from him. He was full of confidence, driving at the defence, and again it was his end product that let him down a little bit, but he got the assist for Callum Wilson, which by the way was a fantastic finish. On the wings you had St Maximin and Almiron. They were slightly wider than I thought. They both still had chances on another day. Could have scored a bit of poor finishing here and there and poor decision making in the final third. And then Callum Wilson up front, what more can be said? He had quite a few chances, missed a few, but when he always puts it in the back of the net as long as he's fit and keeps getting those chances. And it was a really lovely finish from him actually that made the goal in the end. But overall, really not much to complain about from a Newcastle fan perspective. It was as easy and as straightforward as you could ask for from the opening day of the season, and I like the way that Newcastle were imposing themselves on the opposition, which is something that we haven't seen for a long time.
Well, I'm a bag of nerves after that one, I can't lie, but what a result. An extra point over what we would have expected today. We went into it thinking we would get nothing, and we've come out of it with a point. Not just a point, but a really good performance as well. Really pleased with that. A lot of positives to take from it. Really fantastic performance from the boys. Three things to touch upon in a short amount of time. Palhinha, superb first half, fantastic. Got in and around Liverpool, pressed them up high, won the ball back, was solid, good positionally, good tactically. Really like the look of Palhinha. Hopefully more to come from him. The second one, of course, the man himself, Alexander Mitrovic. They said he's a championship player. He's come in against one of the two favourites probably for the title this year. He scored 2 goals. He's given them a torrid time. Really fantastic performance from Mitro. Hopefully more of that to come as well. Possibly a really great value pick in fantasy football this year. The third one, on the slightly more negative side, I think we were undone by a straight ball down the middle. I think we're struggling defensively still. There's a lot of rumours around additions there. I think we need strengthening in the centre of defence. I think the communication was slightly off there. But all in all, really positive. Great way to start the season. Come on, you Whites.
Hello everyone, thanks for having me. This is FPL Teacher reporting in for Wolves the morning after the heartbreaking loss against Leeds. In a nutshell, we conceded the lead, we equalised, and we huffed and puffed and absolutely battered Leeds in terms of possession, and we had some extremely high quality shots, some brilliant moments. Oh my gosh, that Neto pirouette was unforgettable. And in the end, Leeds hit us on the counter with a fantastic sucker punch. Full credit to Bamford there. The 4-2-3-1 you see here revolves around maximizing the potential of 3 particular players. Daniel Podens, Pedro Neto on the left, as well as Ryan A. Nouri from left back. What repeatedly happened throughout Wolves' spell of dominance was that the front 4 would get into areas of the pitch where they would attempt to beat their marker and create chances from there. Pedro Neto did it best from the left. He went to the right side eventually in the second half without much success. Hwang centrally also attempted to link up with the left flank and didn't do very well. So in the second half, he actually drifted over to the right byline where he basically pushed the ball forward and attempted to run through his defender. It worked once or twice, but in the end, there was still nobody to cross to as he doesn't take shots for himself. Daniel Podens was the wild card here because he had a mix of beating his man as well as combining with Morgan Gibbs-White in attacking midfield. Podens basically had the best chance of the game because when Neto had the ball on the left, Podens drifted into a goal-scoring position where Gibbs-White set him up.
Hi guys, this is Sankalp. Today I'm going to speak a bit about our first game of the season, Arsenal playing Crystal Palace away. Fantastic result. We played really well, especially the first 30 minutes. I think we were looking really good. The front four in question, I think they were superb in the way they were connecting with each other, communicating. Jesus, I think, really impressed me with the kind of dribbling, with how he dragged defenders around him. Players to watch out for, I really liked the movement of Martinelli. He looks like a player on song in full confidence. He was constantly trying to get inside the channel, right inside the left channel, trying to take Jesus' space. And I think this worked out really well for him. At the end of the day, he scored from a set piece. But overall, really good play, good attacking numbers. I think we sat back after first 30 minutes, and that's okay. Because Crystal Palace is not not an easy ground to away and play. But I think we will look much more stronger in our attacking numbers, and we'll be consistent for a much longer time in our home games. Especially the next four looks really good on paper.
Hi guys, this is Ishan here, and I'll be reviewing the Everton-Chelsea match. Not the prettiest game that you see from a neutral's point of view, but as a Chelsea fan, it's 3 points in the bag, and as Tuchel said in his post-match comments, win is a win is a win. Everton were a bogey team last season, so it was good to see them off in the manner that we did. They rarely troubled our very experienced backline. They were playing without a recognized striker, and the farthest forward trio of Gordon, Gray and McNeil were easily handled and rarely troubled Mendy. From a Chelsea fan's point of view, it was great to see all the new signings get a good run out. Kalidou Koulibaly had a solid showing on the left side of the back three. In fact, it was his pass that split open Everton's defence and let Chilwell go on the run that from which he eventually won the match-winning penalty. Marc Cucurella had an all-action last. That man, Raheem Sterling, was probably Chelsea's player of the match. His intense and direct running is something that Chelsea has missed since Hazard left the club. The only negative I'd say was that in the second half, Chelsea had only 3 shots on target, and the hope is that as the season rolls on and the players are integrated into Tuchel's setup, they'll have the ability to score more, to continue being solid at the back, and finish off games earlier. That said, it's a happy Chelsea camp. It's 3 points, and that will do for now.